punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now, yeah, I'm too up, brown blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up, and we was getting that.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the first play of the game. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, 18. 18. Move.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Lock in. Hey, 18. 18.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down
18.
here.
18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott looking deep downfield. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
46.
Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Red, up. Watch it. Red, up. 18.
Here's Trubisky. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, gotta go.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Come on, gotta go. Gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. Two first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Red, up!
Now Trubisky to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Gotta go.
On first and goal, Howard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson from 8 yards out, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 26. Now Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, 18. Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Good room. Hey, gotta go.
Trubisky will throw. And Robinson with a big catch. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, 18.
On second down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really competent throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing, Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here you go. 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On second down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Prescott to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Go to 54. Line 26.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, 46.
1st down, Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Tavecchio puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go, 46.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Run the ball after this. Red, up. Hey. Got three down.
Again, it's Howard. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Move. Red, up. Lock in.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Move. Red, up. Move.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Move.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's got Miller. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Move.
On first down, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Gotta go.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Red, up.
Again, it's Trubisky. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that's off the mark, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Lock in.
Trubisky to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Now it's Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they'll run it here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tavon Austin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Burton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Reds up. Gotta go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Lock in.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears cut into that lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Hey, gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Good. Switch and eight. Good. 26.
This looks like a free play for Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Switch and eight. Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Here's Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air again, Prescott. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Start there, over there. Start there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 250 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw or this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Swing to the bit, right. To the right.
Again, it's Elliott. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Good. Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
We got three. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Under.
On third down, it's Prescott. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
18. Hey, gotta go.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Person. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here you go. Here we go. All right, 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.